No matter how it may seem, no one has control over your life except for you. This is not personal, financial, or life advice. We're just a couple of guys and an occasional guest talking out loud. Welcome to the What Are We Doing podcast.
What's going on, guys?
Yo.
Good morning, we here. Another episode.
What's up?
What's your name? I'm Hansome Kelly. What's your name?
What's up? It's Kadeem Brown, live in the flesh, back like I never left. What's up, everyone? How's everybody's week going? What's up?
Everybody says.
What's up? I'm trying to wake up still.
You, man. I took like a nap that I don't know, man. It's like normally when I wake up, I'm up. Mm-hmm. But if I take a nap or like go back to sleep, it's over. Like my energy is like
not there.
It's like this. It's like one of those rare occasions. That's honestly why I don't like going to sleep much. Because I know
you don't like going to sleep much.
No, it's like if I wake up and I go right back to sleep, it's over.
Yeah, I feel like recently, like the nap, the whole thing is not working for me. Sometimes when I fall asleep, bro, I'm gone, bro. There's no coming back, bro.
Yeah, especially when I wake up and it's like, I'm doing something I really don't want to do. I didn't want to leave my house today.
You know what's
like
funny?
Even like when she was like lock the door, I was like, damn.
Yo, it's funny.
Overslept.
It's funny that so you call me because we were supposed to do this at 10, but you called me a little earlier to do it, right? So I had my alarm set at 9. So you called me at like 8:45. Be like, yo, I'm about to just come.
8:45.
You called me around 8:45.
No, it was like 8:47. Keep going.
What?
Keep going.
What?
It was 8:47. Keep going. It's the same thing.
You called me.
You're right. Keep going.
And you know when you like 5 minutes away from your alarm going off and you see it, you're like, damn, I could have got 10 more minutes of sleep.
Oh, you're that type of guy?
I was sick to my stomach. Like, damn, my alarm was just about to go off. I had to get up at the top of the shower to wake up. So I'm still waking up right now. I'm
still waking up, man.
Because I told you the earlier today we start today would be the better. So I'm happy that we started earlier. Cause
yeah, you did say that.
I have so much shit to do today. So it's good that I got out of the bed a little bit earlier, even if it's 15 minutes.
And my body is, I think that's what it is too. I went to the gym yesterday and I really worked out.
Yeah,
like really worked out.
Yeah, I've been slacking on the gym heavy.
That's what it is too. My body is sore. That's probably what added into it. When your body is sore, you really don't want to do nothing.
Don't want to do it, not a damn thing.
Now that I think about it, that's probably what makes more sense. When else you been to the gym?
Let's not be into that topic.
You still pay for a membership?
I never paid for a gym membership.
Oh, you got it like that.
Maybe that's why my motivation's not there.
Oh yeah, because you was doing your thing when you had your trainer.
Yeah, because I was paying a fucking arm and leg for the trainer.
Right. You might have to do the arm and leg again.
No, I am. Oh, hands down, when money starts coming in easily, like that's one thing I need in my life. Like I think I was looking at an Instagram post. What would you rather have if you like become successful? Would you rather have a personal chef or a personal trainer?
That's complete opposites. That's a great question.
Yeah, what would you have?
That's complete opposites, man.
If you had to choose one, what would you have?
All right. A chef.
I would choose trainer.
I will tell you why. So I feel like my body is. I feed off of others as well as myself. Like if I have personal motivation to go to the gym, like recently I've been going by myself, but sometimes friends will like come up and tag along. But I can work out by myself, especially if I see other people in the gym doing certain workouts. I may talk to them. Would that be considered a personal trainer? Not really. Nah. I'm talking to them. When it comes to a chef, I love to eat. So if I can always come home and not cook, not buy food, and I want this type of food available, I want that.
Yeah.
I want that.
I would choose a personal trainer because obviously like my lack of motivation to go to the gym, like I don't like cooking for me is not an issue. I can cook, like I can cook anything I want to. I cook good, I cook healthy. Eating is not a problem. It's like going to the gym. I feel like that's the biggest problem.
Why do you feel it's a problem though?
Why do I feel like it's a problem?
I know we had this conversation.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't have no motive. It's not something that I like to do, or I don't mind. Oh man, I don't know. I feel
you was posting pictures of your body, like you were doing that. Yeah, so does that motivate you, like to get your body right?
It doesn't. It doesn't at all.
So what do you feel motivates you when it comes
what
to
motivates
your body?
me? Why I know, because I know you need to be healthy. I know you have to stay in. Like I know what it is to feel crappy, overweight, not feel good
because of
lack of going to the gym and lack of going out.
So there you go.
But that,
but you know how that feels. Why would you want to feel that?
I don't want to feel that.
So then go to the gym.
I don't know.
That was so simple.
Oh, he just solved my life problems. Well,
Hold on, let's get to me. All right, so
let's get to me.
Because that was good. So let's see if you can do it. All right, you gotta ask the question and then.
What? What's the question?
I don't know. You did the gym. I don't know if I want to do the gym thing. Maybe the food thing. No, I don't want to do the food thing.
What? This guy's ask me a question.
Because we just did you. I thought that was
good. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. The gym.
What don't you know? I'm really gonna stop using that. I don't know. Yeah, that phrase.
Jeez.
It's very difficult and it's so cliche, so like culture like. But I'm like I told myself I'm really gonna stop.
But if you don't know, you don't know.
No, just say I'm not sure.
Oh, that's the same shit.
No, it's not. It's like it's perception, man.
All right.
It's a synonym.
Depending how you want to look at it.
Yeah, it's a synonym. But I'm really gonna stop saying I don't know. So if you hear me on Snap, social media, say that I don't know, then from there just like I don't know. Ask me.
You just what? It's the same thing.
But one thing I wanted to discuss too. I really want to plug it. My girl Sade, she has a blog out. It's very inspirational, very motivational. But I was coming across it recently, and one topic that I want to discuss is she has a topic that says do more things that scare you. So I really want to plug that in and I said, let me talk about it on the podcast because I actually thought about things that scare you. And how do you feel about that phrase alone, that title, do more things that scare you? How do you feel about that?
When we talk about like scared, I feel like that ties into like what we talk about almost every single episode is that comfort zone. Okay. That ties in. I feel like that goes hand in hand with doing things that scare you. But if we talk about like, let's say the benefits, like when you talk about getting scared, you can talk about like the benefits of being like the unknown. Like what's the unknown? I feel like that what scares more. Yeah, the unknown.
You said unknown.
Unknown.
Tomato, huh?
That I feel like that where the scares comes from, not knowing what's going to happen tomorrow. How's that decision that you're making right now is going to affect you?
Well, that's also more like an illusion aspect of it. Like I personally feel that when it comes to fear, the only type of fear that you have is the fear of the future, because it's pretty much an illusion, though.
Yeah,
it's just your perception of it. Well, let's say if if you have something like a fear of like a tiger biting you when a tiger's next to you, that's not pretty much like a fear of an illusion, because that could like really happen right in front of your face. But when you have like, that's immediate danger. But when you have something that's like, I don't want to do this because I might fail or I might do this, that's not really fear. That's more of your illusion based on like past experiences that got you up to this certain part in your life.
Yeah, that I feel like that's what it is. It's all your childhood experiences, what you learned, what you've seen, what people's perceptions they put on you, like your parents, your family, your friends. There's people influencing growing up. I feel like that's huge when it comes to impacting like the unknown, or making your mind dictate what you feel like the unknown is, or like you don't know what's gonna happen or anything like that. So I feel like that's huge when it comes to like being scared about something and just being scared.
Yeah, because you also have to develop courage too. And but I feel
I think courage comes from keep on doing stuff that you don't like. I feel like courage comes from trying something that you could be scared of or the unknown and succeeding at it.
Right.
But I feel like people don't realize how many times it might take you to actually succeed at something.
Yeah, because you got to practice over and over, and that's also how you develop repetition, self-confidence.
Agreed. All right, so I looked at this Instagram quote yesterday, and it was not an Instagram quote, but an Instagram post, and it was just saying about failure. It's talking about failure and the reasons failures dictates your success. And it has one on Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant missed 9,000 shots, and he missed 13 game-winning shots. But if you think about Kobe Bryant, you only think about him for his game-winning shots. Right. That's all you think about. Oprah Winfrey, she was fired from her job as a news anchor, and she's been fired from so many jobs, and it took her so long and late in her career for actually to be successful. Boom. But when you think about Oprah Winfrey, you don't think about all the shit that she done wrong. There's a guy who might be less familiar, is Jack Ma. He's the
Alibaba.
Yeah, Alibaba. He created Alibaba. Rejected from KFC. He couldn't get a job at KFC.
Yeah, I heard his story.
He couldn't get into Harvard. And his last attempt, he was like, you know what? I can't do this. I can't do that. Let me try for the police academy. Couldn't get in the police academy. and he owns Alibaba now. Alibaba is like one of the biggest drop shipping companies in
China.
In China, in the world, bro.
Yeah.
So
right
so
Amazon.
I feel like when people think about their failures, the biggest thing for me is like, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. Like, if you talk about like being too hard on yourself, or people being too hard on yourself, or thinking about what other people think about you, I feel like having that perception on yourself, like oh, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, or I want to do this, the things you want to do, but I can't do it. If you just keep on trying at it and failing, a lot of people give up after their first attempt. I know even for me, I feel like that's why, let me see how I want to word this. This is why I'm able to keep on going. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't know a lot of times I failed. Because a lot of the times that I failed, I just keep pushing. And I just keep pushing. And stories like that, like the Kobe and Oprah's, those are kind of the stuff I relate to. Like, I read, that's why I was telling you earlier in the year, like, I like reading those like autobiographies now, like that DJ Khaled book, the Charlemagne the God book. I kind of like those books just because it shows you, like, yo, these people failed mad times. So in my head, when I'm failing or I'm not doing something, like even earlier when I was taking that test, I was struggling through that test, and I just kept pushing it. Like, I just kept doing it, boom, 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 boom. And look, nobody knows about your failures; they only know about your success.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Like, no one really cares about how many times you failed, though.
Nobody.
Like, I think that's a personal preference, not preference, but a personal thing that we individually deal with, because no one says like this guy lost 8 years straight, but now he finally. No one says that.
Nobody cares.
What they say is this guy won.
Nobody's watching you that closely.
Or girl, for those who I don't wanna, is it like, can I say what's it called? Can I say Me Too? Or that's too borderline?
I think that might be borderline.
Those all piss me off. Let me not get into that too, people are just so damn sensitive, man. It's like, you can't joke about nothing. You can't. I guarantee, for me saying Me Too, people are like, yo, he's this type of person.
When do you feel that changed?
Social media.
We've been had social media. No. Wasn't the defining factor of that change when people got mad sensitive?
Honestly, when us millennials, when we really started to, the no bullying thing, that's when it changed. I hate that.
How long ago was the no bullying thing? I can't remember when that changed.
Honestly, we
really grew up in a great time where we're seeing. Well, maybe everybody sees like big changes, but I feel like this might be the big change. That no bullying thing
really pisses me off.
Why is that?
You need bullies. I don't know why we keep like hiding the fact that bullies make the world go around.
They do.
And then we keep hiding, and then like it's coming to a point where like now, like what do we do? We're growing up in a society in which there's no quote unquote no bullies, right? So now you have adults who don't know how to deal with situations because they haven't been bullied.
I think the adults that. Do you feel like the adults now haven't been bullied? Do you feel like it got to that point where the adults now? I feel like it's still like.
I think millennials like us, we're the last generation for a lot of stuff. But when it comes to the bully things, like even that, like the ones right under us, it's like, Mom, he bullied me, and it's like you gotta like. It's nothing like.
Yo, I'm trying to feel like, where did that change, and how did that change?
I'm telling you, it's millennials. It's us. We messed everything up.
Yo, how did the bullying thing change? Because when we were in high school,
just for the record, because I did say Me Too, and I don't want people to get offended if they're still listening. They probably shut it off. I'm not a what's it called?
Whatever it is. You thinking yourself out this hole by yourself?
I am. Yeah. Damn. I'm okay.
Yo, I'm trying to really feel like when did everything change like that? When people got so sensitive about stuff, you got to start watching what you say.
You really do, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yo, man, it's so sad though. Like even like the term lesbian and gay. I think I was telling Shad, we was talking about something about some lesbian. I was like, I think I said like, oh, she's a lesbian or is she a dyke? I think I said she's a dyke.
I know exactly.
Like, you can't say that. It's like we joked about it, but it's so true because like you can't say that. Like you can't say gay no more. You can't say lesbian. You can't say dyke. You can't say these terms because you're really gonna offend someone. It's like, shut up.
You know when this
like,
changed?
You gotta say LG. What's it?
I don't even know.
Yeah, you gotta say that. Let me not sound ignorant. I know the term.
No, let me tell you when it's changed. It changed when everybody got a voice and everybody got a platform, like a platform like this, like podcast,
social media.
Yeah, and people started getting famous on Insta, famous or social media famous.
And then you have people who's influential, but they like it's a lot of people who are influential. So the things that they say, people are going. That's a fact.
Yep. Like those people, because let me tell you that's the big difference, bro. Yeah, you're right. Social media is the big difference because when we were growing up, we didn't have Instagram and stuff like that. So
no, we just had you had your top 8. That's what we had.
And the only people that kind of influence are people that you saw on TV. Those were the people that you, and I feel like when we were growing up, if you made it to like the TV screen, I'm saying when we're growing up, like we're mad old, but we are type getting there.
No, we're not. Not yet,
but like when we were kids, what influences was stuff we saw on the TV. To get on a TV platform back then, it was not as easy to get on a TV platform now, or to get in the eyes of people.
Yeah, now you
just have to have 10,000 followers and
which is really not hard.
Which is not hard at all. And people are like taking your word for golden and keep pushing.
Even me, man, it's some things that I say and then like I look back at it and I was like, I was wrong.
Of course, yeah.
But people they follow it still. And they, but you said this, and it's like sometimes I don't always agree with myself. Agreed. Especially like with Facebook, when I get like notifications things that said in the past, I look at it and I say, wow, I can't even really thought like that.
As you develop and as you more conscious.
Yeah, but I feel like everyone doesn't do that. Well, obviously they don't, but you gotta develop yourself. You also gotta put yourself on you gotta bully yourself.
That's about how you feel like also.
You gotta bully yourself. You have to identify, things that you say isn't true.
You have to be able to, what's that? What is it called?
It's not belief self.
I know what you're saying, but you have to be able to check yourself. Like yo, and I feel like that comes with growth after time.
Yeah, because again, though, it's a lot of things that I say, and looking back, it's like I don't agree with it.
Yeah, I have that all the time too, all the time. But that's gonna keep on happening over and over as we get more experience. So I guess that's what's it called.
And then that also goes back to, let me put it back full circle. That also goes, wow, I gotta stop being these. It also goes back until the fear and the unknown.
Gotta try to bring it back full circle. Just trying to get back on topic.
Tend to do that a lot. Tend to just cut off. But no, it really does bring it back into full circle. And my reason for saying that is that's your cue. Help me out. Tag you in. They gotta hear it.
Nobody's gonna hear that.
They heard that.
That goes back to like practicing like getting out your discomfort basically. So when you talk about like bullying yourself and checking yourself, that comes over like practicing over and over again. Like, I want to practice being discomfort. I want to practice doing stuff that are not in my comfort. I'm trying to do this episode without using the word comfort zone because I feel like we always talk about comfort zone, but when I feel like when I talk about doing things that scare you, it just relates to comfort
let's
zone.
use instead of comfort zone. Like things that scare you. That man.
Yeah.
I gotta stop being these.
You're saying instead of comfort zone, things that scare you. Basically.
Yeah, that's pretty much like it's it's the same thing, but it's not the same thing. So instead of saying comfort zone, say things that frighten you.
Things that frighten you, things that are not easy with you. Like if we talk about like say practicing tolerance, like getting discomfort with tolerance. Like let's say some of the discomforts that I personally have is lack of money. That's for me. Like I hate not having money. I hate like looking at my bank account and be like, oh, it's gonna be a tight one this year. Right. But I feel like with great change, especially what I'm going through right now, and every great change you're gonna lack on something. Right. Like I feel like the 3 keys of life are fun, finance, and health.
I think you're gonna use another F.
Fun, finance, and fitness.
That's good.
The 3 F's of life. Oh, I just made it up.
Yeah. Man.
Oh, jam.
I gotta write that down. Write it down. Let me write it down.
You write it down while I talk.
Yeah.
All right, fun, finance, and fitness. Boom. For me, I feel like those are the 3 elements of life. Me personally, I only feel like you can master 2 at a time.
2?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And that's me personally. So I always feel like when I'm worrying about finance, like making money, and I'm worried about I can't be worried about fun, finance, and health. So if I'm worried about making money and going out and having fun, I feel like my fitness is gonna like dwindle away. I don't know what you think about that. And if I feel like I'm worried about my fitness and making money, my health is gonna go. My health, not my health. I'm all mixed up right now.
Yeah, I definitely don't agree with that.
Do you feel like you could balance all of them?
Yes.
Maybe that's the problem that I have is trying to balance
everything.
But
here's the thing though, and that also goes from like, all right, so fun finance. People feel that like you have to spend $1 million to have fun, and especially like when you don't have it. You know, that's what everyone's gonna do. They want to, like, let's say I'm going out on a Saturday night or Friday night, and it's like, I know for a fact like my bills are coming up this week, and I shouldn't spend more than $500. But I'm gonna go out and let's say to get into the club and get the bottles and stuff, it costs $600, and this is for one night alone. But I want to feel that high. I want to feel that energy. Like, yeah, I'm that guy, so I'm gonna spend that $600. That's on you. You don't have to spend that $600 to have fun. And I feel like people, they forget that you don't have to be intoxicated, or you don't have to be on drugs to enjoy yourself.
Agreed.
And that goes into it. So now that limits the fun aspect, because now I'm enjoying myself, but I'm also budgeting myself. That's fun, finance, and then fitness. Next morning I wake up and go to the gym. So there goes all three right there, man. No, but you can really have all three. You can have all three.
All right, so
it's gonna take but it takes time. Like with finance too. Like same thing with me. You know, when my money's not right, I'm like mentally out of it.
And usually I feel like for us, when our money's not right, it's not because we're not doing work. We're just leveling up and going to another platform or transitioning.
Because we see the value of it changing.
But I feel that transition takes up so much of our time that it's hard to fit in other things. That's kind of when I went I was kind of way on when I talk about finance. It's kind of like leveling up. Like when we level up to a new level, it takes so much of your time away that it's just like, damn, it's so hard to focus on other stuff.
But then again, man,
yo, what the hell? Go get water, bro.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta say one thing.
I'll pause it.
No, you can keep. I'm back.
We're back after a brief intermission.
Technical difficulties
with his voice.
That's intermission for you guys. I had to go fill up some gas.
You good now, bro? You got your water?
Yeah, I got my water.
All right, let's make it happen.
All right, so yeah, back to what we were saying though.
Yo,
already,
please
right?
do.
No, I'm good. Seriously, I'm good. All right, back to what we were saying. I feel that you can have the. Huh?
My mom just did the same
thing. You can have all three F's, right? And then and what you're saying about leveling up, like we see the value of it is changing. So if the value of the money that we have is changing, we know that all right, more is required. So I don't feel like it's more like a mental thing that we're going through when it comes to not really enjoying all three.
No, what I'm trying to say, I feel like, sorry to cut you off. What I feel like to say is. So when we're worrying about our finance, right? When we're leveling up, so say we were in a groove in the beginning of the year, last year, we were kind of in a groove. Boom, we didn't really have to pay so much on the money, pay so much mind on the money we were making. We just had to put in the work, and then that was it, pretty much. We weren't really doing anything extravagant. We just had to put in the work thing. So everything else was easy to fit in the suit. Like we can, boom. That I feel like earlier this year, it was kind of. The two things that was easy on me was fitness and fun. Those were the two things that were kind of excelling because the finance-wise, the money was coming in just by me putting in the work. I wasn't trying to do anything, like more educate myself or take my education to the next level to make more money. Okay. Now that I'm focused on educating myself to take my finances to another level, I see other stuff dwindling, and I feel like that comes to finance. And not finance, fitness. That's why I feel like I'm slacking in the gym right now because I'm so stressed out about passing this test. And when I'm not stressed out, where I'm not studying or anything, I just want to chill. Like I want to go to the movies. I want to do this. I want to relax.
So right. It also okay. There you go. That's what my thought was coming into. It comes into what do you feel is fun for you, because that's an individual thing as well. Because not everyone thinks that fun is the same thing. You have some people who like going to the gym.
Agreed.
And then you also have people who are like those same type of people. They have their finances together. So that's fun, fitness, and happiness all in one.
Yeah, I'm definitely not one of those people who like think fun is going to the gym.
Right. I mean, I like going to the gym just for the steam of it. I like how my body feels from the workout.
Okay, I love going to the gym when I'm in shape. Like that's when I have the most fun at the gym. That makes sense.
You do know that you got to
go to the gym, but that's the part that I dread the most of getting in shape.
So why perfect? Got to watch this. So why not do the stuff that's hard
to get to?
Yeah, perfect, man. Yo, come on, man. I'm making your life so much easier, like minute by minute.
So yeah, I mean that's what I need to work on. I feel like once I get on this hope, there's no doubt in my mind if we go back to like a trainer or I think they cost relatively the same amount. A trainer and a chef. Maybe
I'm not sure. I never did the pricing for a chef.
For a chef, I want to say a chef will cost the same amount.
Would you have a full-time chef, right? I want a full-time chef.
Nah, I don't think you would need a full-time chef.
I'm hungry all the time.
Yeah, but I would get a chef that probably comes like 3 times a week or 2 times a week. I mean, you can.
So you just. I would like to know. Would you pay them? Do you pay them? Like, do they have to? They bring their own stuff, or you gotta?
Nah. That's what
you gotta buy your own food and then cook it.
But you have to think. No, but you have to think if you relate it to a personal trainer, you still have to pay for your membership at the gym.
You do?
Yeah, when you have a personal trainer, you still got to pay your membership at the gym. And you pay the personal.
So
chef
you're
separate.
saying that the membership
at the gym is buying your own food.
I really don't see the purpose of me buying my food. Well, okay.
You think he's gonna buy the food for you, bro? He'll probably buy the food for you, but you're paying for it.
Yeah, now I think about it, it does make sense. It's not gonna make money.
He's not bringing his own food with him and cooking for you.
You're not gonna make money if you just
bro. I don't think I'll ever need to a point. If I do personally get a personal chef down the line, I don't see how it would relate to having one every single day. That'd be like crazy because I enjoy that's something I enjoy is cooking. So I wouldn't even want a personal chef.
I'm getting better at cooking.
Yeah, I see you. I see you posting stuff.
I kind of have to.
You have no choice now, right?
I have to.
Because eating out, especially in New York, is so expensive,
very expensive,
bro. So
I think last week I spent.
Bro.
I don't want to talk about how much I spent.
Yo, you know what's so funny? I'm like a lot of my clients that do budgeting with them, right? And the biggest expense, I feel like no matter what their income level is, the food is the biggest expense, bro. And when we be breaking down the food price, bro, it is ridiculous. That's always the top of everybody's list is food.
Yeah, we actually got to go food shopping this weekend.
And what do you feel like you pay? How much have you guys been food shopping?
Once so far.
Well, the biggest one.
We spent over $400.
But I feel like the biggest one, like even when I like when I went to like school and stuff, the biggest purchase was that first time.
I'm factoring in that
you bought mad bullshit like condiments, like spices and shit like that. So you bought mad stuff just to fill your pantry.
So I remember too, like when me and Shy would go to BJ's for back our apartment, how much we would spend. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of like factoring in that if we go food shopping every 2 weeks, we probably can spend I don't know, maybe $300.
Oh, 300. All right, that sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Does that sound like doable?
Yeah, every 2 weeks, 600 a month of food.
Now that I think about it, it's 15.
So that's the cost that I kind of see, like food for a month. So I do like monthly budgeting where I break it down in a month, and I feel like the lowest I've seen so far is like $350, $400. That's like $100, like a little.
What size is the family though?
No, this is for a person, bro. Oh. That's like 75 to 100.
Wait, so are they spending money on food or?
So I mean, some of my clients they can't really cook, so a lot of them just eat out all the time. So that has to get budgeted. And I always try to say, yo, you got to try to cook. You got to try to cook because that saves so much money.
So all right, and I would factor this in, like with driving and everything too. I would factor in daily on food between like $10 and $15. But I can manage. I know how to make that go because I don't even like. I'll get large portions around like lunch when it's like cheap. Mm-hmm. I'll get large portions, and then I can make that last for the day.
I'm trying to think a day.
So now you're looking at if it's $10. Let's say $10 a day, right? Well, 15. Let's say 15 a day.
All right. So if you're in New York, you're spending at least 10. The average is like $10, $12 a meal in New York.
Yeah.
So if you're getting 2 meals, you're already over $20. If you're eating like maybe breakfast is kind of a little lower. Breakfast I would say around like $8.
If you're eating out every meal.
Yeah.
So you want to factor in eating out every meal?
No.
So you factor in eating out every meal, you're spending
$30 easily. There's days that I spend like $40 on food.
So let's say we doing breakfast and lunch, and for lunch we get a large portion which lasts us, right?
Yeah. So breakfast you're factoring anywhere from $5 to $8.
Where are you getting $5 from for food? Like
for breakfast? Like corner store like food. What are you talking about?
I guess the delis and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm. In New York, you're thinking about delis. I mean, like $5 to $8. Yeah.
So let's say $8.
A sandwich is probably like $3-4. Then you can get a
water.
drink.
Water.
Yeah, water. A drink of water.
So let's say you're looking at, all right, so for breakfast you're spending $8.
Mm-hmm.
And then for lunch you're spending $15.
Mm-hmm.
So now right there you're at 23.
Yeah.
So you want to say leave at 23 for the day, or you want to push it to 30?
No, that's like you're about to spend 23. If you buy 2 meals, you're spending over $20 in New York.
All right, but what about let's also, was that low? That
Nah.
was low. Let's talk about all right, so for dinner, are we spending dinner or are we eating the leftovers from lunch? That's the reason why I get large portions of it at lunchtime, because it really fills me up throughout the day until around like 1 a.m. and I'm just hungry and I just like eat like crap.
So you make a good point, because that's kind of exactly what I did yesterday. Yesterday I cooked at home. I made breakfast. I made pancakes in the morning that I already have, and then I had a lunch and I did that same exact thing. I think I spent like $8 on my lunch, and I only ate half of it because, you said, you do get big portions at lunchtime.
So then let's say, all right, let's say we're doing $30 a day on food, right?
Yeah.
So now you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Are we factoring Saturday? Or Saturday is like, that's like, the universal
the rest day?
Yeah, not rest day, but universal.
To factor in that, let's say like
that's 150 right there though.
Yeah, a week. Yeah, that's what I said.
So now you put in 150. You times that by 2 is 300.
No, you times that by 4 because there's 4.
No, I'm doing bi-weekly.
Okay,
so
bi-weekly.
Okay, you have 300. So your paycheck 300 alone is coming out as food.
In a month, that's times 2. That's 600. Yeah, that's 600 a month just on food. That's why I'm like, yo, I'll be looking at that. That's more than a lot of people's bills. Like that's always the biggest factor is food.
Yeah, it is. Now, if we doing 600 a month, right? What about food shopping? Because the thing with food shopping is that you have to cook the food. That's the only thing with it.
So the way I equate that is, for me, that's not really a client thing, but this is just for me. I equate food shopping to time. So what do you want to spend your time on? Like yesterday, the reason why I told myself,
that's the reason why honestly I eat out.
Exactly. I told myself in my head, I'm just gonna cook because we have food inside the house. I just had to cook it. I was like, I can do that for
very
breakfast.
time consuming.
And now for lunch, I'm taking like a practice test online, and I'm just like, I don't want to get up right now and go make food because that's gonna take a half an hour for me to make food. So I'm like, you know what? I just opened Uber Eats. Took me 2 minutes. Boom, and then I got right back to work. Yeah, so that's how you have to equate it. And like when it comes to driving too, like where
you stop and pick up something and keep going.
Yeah, we don't want to stop driving. Like coming back home to drive, like once you come back home, you're not going back outside.
Yeah, it's very time consuming to cook. So again, it factors in like, I mean, you can factor it in with cooking and you can factor it in.
But So that's the biggest thing. Yeah, I don't even know how we got even to talk about food.
Let's wrap this up. All right, guys. No, that's your part. You go. You got it.
All right.
Cool.
Okay. Jeez, guys, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. I'm not going to end it like that. But thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for following us. Thanks for subscribing to us, rating us. If you guys want to reach out to me, Way Too Irrational, reach out to Hansome. Hansome Kelly _ all at IG. On Instagram, all on our IGs. What Are We Doing PC on our Instagram page on IG as well. If you want to email us, you can email us at whatarewedoingpc@gmail.com. Rate, review, reply, request, send us the guests that you need and everything like that, and we'll make it happen. Boom. Head with the quote.
All things are difficult before they are easy.
Boom. I'll see you guys later. Bye.